Welcome to the Hastings City Council recap. In this video, items of importance from the November 15th meeting will be discussed and reviewed by HCTV to the viewers. The council held two public hearings on Monday night. The first was Comprehensive Plan Amendment 2145, Mixed Use High Residential. The proposed mixed-use high residential plan stretches from 2nd Street to 4th Street along Tyler Street and Bailey Street near downtown Hastings. The existing district currently sits as parking spaces for downtown, as Community Development Director John Hinsman explains.
When we have smaller properties within the downtown area, the density figure has a much greater effect on that. Smaller the property, in a similar building, it's going to have a higher density. When you take a look at like Art Space, for example, that has about 37 units in it, but it's on a larger property, so the density is much smaller because they have the parking area, etc. When you have a situation like the stencil building that we're looking at, that takes up most of the property itself, which leads to a higher density.
The proposed development plan would increase the residential units in the district to 85 as the new apartment building is proposed for the location of this district. The council adopted a resolution for Comprehensive Plan Amendment 2021-45, which will be voted on in a future meeting. The second public hearing was on an amendment to the city code for downtown core district zoning.
The downtown core zoning district is this area in purple on the map. It includes the confluence, the Art Space property here, Block 2. This is the parking lot for the Red Rock Corridor. And this is the Luke Cword project that was recently rezoned downtown core earlier this year. What we're asking for is to amend the terminology of that district relating to bulk standards, and in particular height. What we're asking for consideration is to draw a line, like I've shown here on 3rd Street, in which properties in the future that are zoned downtown core that are south of this line, which would include the proposed stencil building here, would have a different height limit and a little taller height limit than the properties to the north.
The height limits for buildings in Hastings are at 3 stories high, and the proposal in regards to changing the city code would allow for the proposed Cword Development project that was approved at the October 4th council meeting to be 4 stories tall. One community member, Clarence Chapman, spoke during the public hearing and had comments related to this project during the public comment portion of the council meeting as well.
It's disappointing to me to see that the city of Hastings is destroying the historic district in that area. And it includes the downtown Hastings with all the new high residency housing. I'm thinking 4 stories really. With the newest construction downtown, there was very little attempt to make it merge into the optics of downtown Hastings architecture. It's a modern looking building in a 19th century historic area.
As Chapman voiced his own concerns during the public hearing, Councilmember Tina Foch entered her own commentary during the council's discussion on moving forward with the motion to approve the redistricting into a resolution.
Personally, I greatly appreciate the concerns about maintaining the historic nature of our downtown, but yet I still feel that we have to continue to look forward as to how is it that we continue to see our downtown become more vibrant and attractive for new residents to come into the area, or existing folks who would like to have that different flavor of town, being able to park and be walkable and enjoy the downtown as it is. And so I am in favor of the new development going in. I think that it's a positive an aspect that we can be looking forward to within our community, and so I'm going to be voting in favor of this.
The proposed apartment complex is set to be 4 stories with underground parking. The council approved to turn this change to the city code for DC zoning district into a resolution, which will be voted on in a future meeting. 2 resolutions were also voted upon by the council from the Community Development report by Hinsman. The first resolution was to approve Comprehensive Plan Amendment 2021-45 as mixed-use high residential spot. The property at 502 6th Street requested a variance to their property to allow the detached garage on the property to be 5 feet from the property line versus the required 10 feet currently set by city regulation. The council needed 7 members present and 6 to vote in favor to grant the variant to the property owner. There were only 5 council members present at Monday's meeting, and the council denied the variant requested to the property owner at 502 6th Street. The second resolution was to authorize placement of septic system in the MUSA. Septic systems within the city are not common requests sent to the city council as resolutions. Most often, these requests are dealt with by municipal services. However, within the Hastings City Code, there is a requirement for the city council to take on some requests, such as the one from Monday night. The council approved of the resolution, and on-site construction will begin to replace the sewer in the foreseeable future. Next week, city offices will be closed on Thursday and Friday in observance of Thanksgiving, and the next regular council meeting is scheduled for December 6th at 7 p.m. Thanks for watching.